bigger chips. And we were like, oh, 2 o'clock in the morning, we'll need chips by then, and we'll be ready for them. We were filming outside. And sorry, in like an outdoor location that was covered. And I was sitting there, and so we started filming the sequence, and we're going, okay, wide shot, get the chips, yeah. Cut! Let's do it again. Action! Jump in time, cut! Okay, take 47. David and I were so sick of chips by the end of that. We could not eat any more. It was absolutely appalling. But even in that sequence, the things that I remember the most are things like running. With David, we always used to try to outrun each other. He would win because I would let him, because it was his show. No, we always used to do it, and we'd be doing the running sequences. I would be in my long. We had 2 different coats for running in, because we had the hero coat, which was the longer coat, so it blew in the wind, right? And the doctor had one also, as I did. And then we had shorter coats, which were running, because then when you're running and your legs are flicking up in the back, you didn't catch on the tail of the coat, because quite a few times David and I ended up. And that's not sexy. So we had the running coats, and David's going, David's giving it, and he wears Converse. I'm in boots. Big boots, big cat boots. So I'm like, David's going, and we're running. And this sequence, the guy's in an ATV vehicle, you know, the little 4-wheelers, driving in front of us with a camera, and he's going at speed. Well, someone said to him, just do every take a little faster. So David's going, and I'm going, after 5 takes, I'm like that, slow down! David, all that kind of stuff is what sticks in my mind. It was fun, we had a great time, and also we got to laugh about it. So those are kind of some of the memories. Next.
Those pictures that you tweeted on Twitter with Misha at Comic-Con.
Say it again?
Those pictures you tweeted with Misha at Comic-Con. And so I was wondering, I know you're in Vancouver a lot, if you ever had a chance to guest star on Supernatural, would you? And if so, would you want to play like an angel or a demon?
Would I want to play an angel or a demon?
Yeah.
If it was with Misha? I would definitely want to be bad. I think I like it more than playing a bad guy. I do. Play a bad guy an hour, and I really like that. But what I try to do is make the bad guys likable. So I would love to do maybe a demon and make him bad but likable. Because that's more fun for you guys. If you guys are like, I totally hate him. I love him. He's so cool, but I hate him. How did you do that? I totally understand. My gosh. Wow. So yeah, I think I'd be a demon. But there's other shows that I'd like to be on. I'm a big fan of Walking Dead. And Billy Gerhardt, who directed a lot of season 1 and everything season 2. He directed Torchwood, Miracle Day. And, so yeah, and also Game of Thrones. Because I'm not hairy enough. And when I go back, UK in November, and I'm also going to speak to Gavin, my manager, because I'm probably going to get it wrong. It's not Highlander, is it? The new one we're doing. Outlander, sorry, yes. Filming in Scotland. And it's all to do with Scottish people, so perfect, isn't it? And maybe I'll be a bad guy then, or a good guy. It's just a job, I want a job. Yes.
How do you find balance in your life when a lot of your time not filming is spent traveling all around, coming to things like this?
Finding a balance, I don't mind it. This is like a vacation to me. Seriously, because I'm coming, although I don't get to see the cities that I visit, because some people may think I'm being schmaltzy or I'm just going, too bad, you think what you like. This is absolute honest to God truth. And Scott can answer this, and people who know me know this. I get invited to these things, and I know you guys spend a lot of money to come here. So my motto is I come because you guys have given me the life that I've always dreamed about. So therefore, for me to take a weekend out of my life, or a couple weekends a year out of my life, or however many, it's really not a big sacrifice. And I get flown on nice aircrafts, and they give me, when my seats work, they give me nice food. I arrive here, I put up in a lovely hotel, and I'm looked after, and then I get to see all of you guys. And that to me is a lot of fun. So it's not really hard to balance that out, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you. So that's why I do them, and that's what I love about them.
Awesome seeing you in Calgary in April.
But I love how Canadians say, I say Calgary, and everyone who comes up to me, they're like, Calgary. Well, people from Edmonton say Calgary. And they call it Edmonton. Like I call it Los Angeles. And call them the Spring Gays. Go ahead.
And I was going to ask if you went with your pants on, but you already answered that question.
Okay, you were going to bump my pants. I'm really having a hard time understanding people. Is there anything you can do about the sound? Please, where's the sound, people? Where are you? I'm really having a hard time. Can you put up like maybe one of those speakers there? Thank you, go ahead.
I was going to ask if you planned on keeping your pants on, but you already answered that question. So, do you think you're going to go to
Take yours off. Come on, take your pants off.
I already said no to you. Do you think you're going to be in Calgary again next year?
I don't know. They have to invite me. You can't just show up. And sometimes conventions don't like to re-invite people, the same people the next year. But the way that it'll work is that all of you get online and email them and say, we want John Barrowman back. And then I promise I'll have new superhero underwear. Yes.
How did you meet Scott?
Oh my. I'm going to make this brief. I was doing a show in a place called Chichester Festival Theatre in South of London, and I was doing a play called Rogue. And Rogue is a Patrick Hamilton play that is based on the Leopold murders of the 20s. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's really horrific. And the premise of it was, Patrick Hamilton, they say it's based on that, but it wasn't. The premise of the play are two young men who live in Bloomsbury, England. They murder a very wealthy young man. They do things to his body before they put him in a big trunk in the middle of the floor in the room. And then they proceed to invite his family around and have dinner on top of the trunk. So you think I've never played a bad guy before? Well, the first 7 minutes of that whole, it was Alexis Denisoff we were both completely naked. And I'm doing this, I did like a 7-minute monologue speech while we got rid of the body, put it in the trunk, set everything up, and proceeded to get dressed in front of the audience. So he saw what he was getting from the moment he saw that play. Right? Well, a friend of ours who introduced us said that Scott was dating a friend, and also said that I was dating a friend to each other so we wouldn't hook up. But I'm a man who sees something what I want, and I go for it. So when Scott was bringing back, and Scott told me later, one of our friends told me later, Scott said over last song, I saw him being mean, he said he was way out of my league. Isn't that nice? Way out of his league. So that night after the show was finished, I knew he was coming, and someone said to me, you gotta meet this guy Scott, he's really, really cute, really gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. So I'm getting ready in my dressing room, and I kid you not, I was pulling up my underpants, like that, and there's the door. And someone went, hey John, I want you to meet Scott. And I was like, hey! How you doing? Pulled him up, and I turned around and I looked at him, and I kid you not, I looked at him right in the eyes, and in my head I went, that's him, that's the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, that is the one.